Hello everyone, my name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today join me for a first look at the brand new Ludwigsbahn route, the Mannheim to Kaiserslautern route. It's got a full name which I can't pronounce, so I'm just going to call it the Ludwigsbahn because that's easy enough for me to say. So yes, today we're going to be giving this brand new route a first look, and I want to say a massive thank you to Dovetail Games for providing a game key to show this off to you. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump into this 425, have a little bit of a run along the route, look in the main menu, see what you get with it, all the rolling stock and some of the layers and all that sort of good stuff, and yeah, give it a good old first look. So let's jump into the Ludwigsbahn. So here we go, we're in the main menu, and this is the timetable and the scenarios you get with this route. So there's 6 scenarios, a couple with the 425, a couple with the 111, and one with the ICE 406. You also get about 300 services. I think if you don't have any layers, it's around about 200 and something, I'm not too sure. But I've got a couple of the German routes, so I've got a few layers here, which equates to 316 for me. But you might see more, you might see less, depending on what you own. When jumping into the included stock and some of the layered services, you can see there's a ton here. There's loads. If you own the German route, you'll obviously get loads of layers that you can use on this. But just some key ones that we'll go through include the 425, which is the star of the show. Well, I say it's the star of the show. It's one of the included locos. There's 4, I think, that are included, which we'll go through. But the 425 does the bulk of the services, so it's kind of like a commuter route in a way. Obviously, you've got a couple of short services, a couple of full-line runs, all that sort of good stuff. We also get the 111, so if you don't own Rosenheim-Salzburg, you get the 111 with this, with the Dostos. So you can see that the 111 does a couple of services. There's not too much that it does. It just does a couple of, I think the 111s go one way, I think they go westbound, and then the Dostos do the return journey. You also have included the 406, the ICE DBBR 406, which does a lot of full line runs. As you can see, they're about 41 minutes long, so you can do a couple of intercity services. And for some of the freight operations, you've got the DBBR 185, which is under this one here, the Railpool one, which is the last one I drove. But you can see that we've got a brand new 185 to do all your freight running, but all the applicable freight locos will layer in for it. As for some layered stock, you can see that we've got the Vectron, we've got both the Railpool Vectron and the Frankfurt Fulda one, which does, I think, mainly the freight. We've also got the DBBR 411, which does, I would assume, a couple of services. I think they might be their own standalone services, not ones that sub in for the 406, but got a couple of ICE runs as well. We've of course got the DBBR 101, which does a couple of intercity services. This is the original 101, not the expert one, so you can do a couple of services with that. You've also got a bit of DMU running, which I very much like. Got a couple of 612 services. They're about 10 to 15 minutes long, and then you've also got some 628 services, which I would assume do the same stuff. Oh no, they've got their own services. Ah, brilliant. I love the 628. And then this is an interesting one. We've got a couple of services with the TGV duplex as well, which I think are 2. So we've got 2 services, which is very, very nice. Nice to see that this is being used in other routes. So yeah, just a couple of layers. No, I'm kidding. There's tons there to do. So bit of intercity, freight-wise, commuter action. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So you pick, you choose what you want to do. But what we're going to do today is we're going to jump into the 425, do a relatively short service, about 20 minutes. I want to go along the fast bit because the route's split up into like a fast section and then a twisty turny section. So we're going to go along the fast bit and we're going to have a little look at the route. So let's jump into it. Right, so here we go. I've jumped into the S3 service 38304 Karlsruhe Hauptbahnhof to Germersheim. I think that's how you pronounce that. Let's jump into it. So here we go. This is the 425. Ain't it beautiful? I must admit the 425 is quite a nice little unit to drive. I think it first came with oh gosh, now you're testing me. I think it first came with Munich Augsburg, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is Mannheim, I think. Is it Mannheim? Let's find out. Yes, this is Mannheim. So let's have a little fly around here and let's have a little look, shall we? So we've got a... When I watched the preview stream, this looks like a slice of cake. Like a really tall slice of cake. But yeah, you can see quite a key station. Again, kind of reminds me of Augsburg on the Munich Augsburg route. So I think this is going to be that sort of vibe, to be honest. I'm not too sure how many stations it's got. I think it's got around 17 or so, something like that. But you know, as we go along, we'll see some more stations and all that sort of good stuff. So let's jump into the 425 and get it set up, shall we? Right, first things first, let's get the reverser in. Put that into forward. Lovely. Let's open the doors on the right-hand side. We've got the lights on marker. Is that right? I think they need to be on high beam, possibly. Let's put them into high beam. Cool. lovely jubbly. But we've got a 20-minute service along the fast bit, so we're going along here to around about here, I think. Is that the yeah, that's where we're going. So we're going along this fast section here, but you can see that it keeps going down here, and then you've got like a twisty turny section which goes all the way to Ludwigsbahn, which is over here. Not Ludwigsbahn, sorry, Kaiserslautern. So let's get going, let's get the doors locked, and let's go along the Ludwigsbahn, shall we? Ludwigsbahn, that's really, really hard to say. Right, and let's go. I'll let you listen to the 425 as we depart here. So, full beans, out of Mannheim. Nice. Off you go. Lovely jubbly. Up to 60 kilometers an hour. So, I'm going to make sure to reduce that just a tiny bit. Cool. And off we go. Off we go. I did see in the intro that you'll see some intercity stock coming in and out of here. So, quite a lot of activity around here. And here we go. We're on the move. We're on the move. We've got some stuff over there. Look, is that that's another 425 over there. To be fair, I don't really know too much about this route. I just know, I know roughly where Mannheim is in Germany, but other than this, like this region of Germany, I really don't know. So, you know, let me know some fun facts in the comments. I love reading the comments about like the German routes and stuff, things that I don't know too much about. So if you're from this area and you know any fun little facts, let me know. Now we're going across a river here of some kind. Now, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the Rhine River? It's that sort of region, isn't it? It's near Frankfurt, so I would imagine this is the Rhine River. It's quite a significant one. We've got quite a lot of routes now from this sort of part of Germany. We've obviously got this one, Frankfurt Fulda, Niedertalbahn. What else have we got from this sort of region? I can't think. Isn't the Aschaffenburg route, that's nearby here as well, I think, anyway. You know, they're all quite close together. So anyway, this is Ludwigshafen Mitte, which is quite a nice looking station. This looks quite pretty. Let's stop here. There we go, got an intercity service there. What's that? Is that a 406? I would imagine it is. I think it might be. It's hard to tell up until the end. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no, it's the iced tea. Ah, there you go. So I don't know whether that's AI or not, but if it is, you get a bit of AI on the route too. Let's unlock the doors and keep to time. We're 45 seconds delayed, which isn't great. I'll tell you what, that's a nice little photo mode opportunity there. Let's do that. Let's get some photo mode in here. Let's do a bit of rotation, because I like doing that. Lovely stuff. Let's change the field of view. Love doing a bit of field of view changes. And do you know what? I think the time of day is decent there. Bit of vignette. You know what I'm like for a vignette. Let's do that. And let's... boom! There we go. Nice little photo mode shot there. Let's jump back into it. And let's get prepared to lock the doors, because we need to go any minute now. Right, let's go. Next stop is in 1.4 kilometers time. Go, go, go. Full beans, half beans, quarter beans, 3/4 beans. Go. Off we go. Cool. Right, what have we got around here PIS wise? We've got some stuff here. So how frequent are the trains? That was our service at 8:06 and the next service was at 8:14. Is that right? I think so. This is an S3 service, so is there quite a few S-Bahn lines? The next one is 8:28, an S2 service. I did see something that said 8:14, so I don't know how frequent the trains are along this, but there's about 200 services for the 425, so fairly often. A couple of trains an hour, possibly. I'm not too sure, but it's kind of giving me vibes of like a commuter sort of route. It kind of gives me vibes a little bit of Navika Dresden. That sort of vibe where you come out of Dresden and then you've got like Dresden, Neustadt, and then you go along the twisty turning section up the Riese. It seems very built up. I know it's a city, I know Mannheim's quite a significant place in the world, but like, this is interesting. Okay, so we've got a station underneath a motorway. That's quite cool. Let's stop there. That's rather interesting. Okay, sure. This is a very interesting looking station, because there's like a motorway and there's another, that's a train bridge going over a train station over a motorway. It's like Spaghetti Junction but for trains. This is brilliant. Oh no, hold on a minute, this is another platform. This is another platform that we can actually access. Nice. And then it's topped with a motorway. Oh my goodness. So we've got a motorway, a station, another station, and then like a through platform. That's nuts. That's absolutely crazy. I mean, whoever modelled that, fair play to you, because that would have took a little bit of time, and I can imagine was a bit stressful. Right, let's get the doors locked there. This is, I can't quite get over this. This is incredible. very significant station. Even look at the map. There's so much going on. We've got some freight stuff here too. Very nice indeed. Right, let's get going. Off you go. Lovely. This is quite nice. I like this. I quite like these sort of commuter German routes because, like, very similar with Naverka Dresden. I love that route. And Dresden Chemnitz as well. I know that's not quite as like busy as Dresden Riesa, but I do like that one. That's probably one of my favourite German routes. But this one, yeah, I'm enjoying. This is a good bit of fun. Right, we can get up to 80 kilometers an hour now. And I tell you what, considering all the stuff going on around the route, obviously we've got a big freight yard here. Not too much in the freight yard just now, but considering how crazy that station is and sort of like the modelling and that, it's actually running quite well. I'm on the PlayStation 5, if you didn't already know, so this is what it looks like on the PlayStation, and it's running really smoothly. Right, we're approaching our next station of Ludwigshafen Mundenheim. This is a nice little island platform here, so this is where it kind of gets a bit... you've got the slow lines and the fast lines, because I've just had a little look at the map, and I'll show you in a second, but it goes to 4-track here. So obviously you've got the fast lines, you've got the slow lines. I would imagine, by the looks of things, all the platforms, like you can see here, the sort of S-Bahn platforms are in the middle of the track, then the fast lines go along you. So that's actually quite a cool thing. I don't think we've seen something like this before. Right, let's get going. Next stop is Ludwigshafen Rheingonheim. Okay, I'm learning. I'm trying my best with my pronunciations. Let's go. 1.7 kilometers, and pretty much it's a straight line to the next stop, which is quite nice. Let's have a little fly around this station as we go on our merry way. It's quite a nice little station, this. Because this is like an S-Bahn service, this is sort of serving like the suburbs of Mannheim, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's the sort of purpose of this route. But yeah, let me know, like, you know, if this is quite a key line in this part of Germany. It'd be interesting to know, you know, what it's used for, if it's simply a commuter line or whether it's like a connector line to... I think this goes towards the border of France, I would assume so, with the TGV included as a layer, so... let me know. Well, here's our next stop of Ludwigshafen Rheingonheim. I don't think I'm going to stop there. Nope, we're going a bit too quick. Far too quick for that station. That's an Oxen No Home, as we call it in my streams, which is basically you can't go home because you've missed the station. So, oh well, the next stop is Limburger Hof, and then, yeah, cool. We'll ignore that happened, and we'll just carry on our merry way up to 140 kilometers an hour. Full beans, full speed ahead. Here we go, got another 425. That's like the 5th one I've seen along the way, so this is quite busy. Quite a busy route, plenty of 425s to be seen. I'm yet to see another intercity service though, so perhaps they're less frequent. We need to start slowing down because we are going rather quick, so full brakes, we don't want another overshoot, do we? And here we go, we're coming to a gentle stop. Well, I say a gentle stop, it's full brakes. I don't think that's very smooth, but it is what it is. It's okay, at least we're stopping. That is something for me. So let's get down to wherever the stop marker is. I would imagine it's somewhere down here. Let's keep going. Is that our stop marker? I'm guessing so. Not too sure. Anyway, let's stop there. Cool. Excellent stuff. Let's unlock the doors. Lovely. And this is... Where's the station name? Right, where's the station plaque? Limburgerhof. Burger. I'm so immature. Anyway, right. So, what's quite interesting is the other few stations that we've just gone through were obviously in the middle, and we sort of like... we were going to be overtaken by the fast lines, but we've now veered off to the left-hand side, or right-hand side, depending on which way you're travelling. And hopefully... I think we're going to stick on this side, and then we'll see some stuff going along the fast lines at some point. But we've got 2 minutes to wait here because I totally didn't skip a stop. I tell you what, whilst we wait, should we have a little look if there's any collectibles? Let's do it. Come on. Collectible collecting. Let's do it. So we've got a first aid kit. There we go. Nice. I'm not first aid trained, but I can certainly try. 98.4. So what do these signs mean? Are these aren't stop markers, are they? What we've got over here, we can go underneath here. Oh, hello. Got a nice little underpass. Cool, we can go up here. Sweet, we can escape. We can escape the trains. Go, run. We can cross the road. We can go into the car park. Nice. Okay, now I'm stuck in a car park. Okay, maybe let's get back to the train. So there's no maps or anything down here. I would imagine there is route map collectibles somewhere. But shall we just get back into our train? Because we've got 30 seconds before we can go. Or should we try and find one more thing? I think we will try and find one more thing. Oh, what's this? Route map. Oh, that's really nice. I quite like that. So how many stations we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 stations. Nice. I quite like that little schematic map. Very nice indeed. Anyway, let's get back in our train because we need to get going. Right, get back in there. Shut that door. Get in your seat and lock the doors. Lovely. And we've got something going the other way. Is that a 425? I think it is. It's another 425. Hello. Oh, off it goes. Oh, it's a double unit. Sweet. Okay, nice. So I'm guessing that's a regional service of some kind. But we're going to carry on. And the next and final stop is Schifferstadt in 3 kilometers time. 4 kilometers, sorry. 3.9. Let's go. Let's go. And here we go. We're up to full speed of 140 kilometers an hour. And I tell you what, my first thoughts on this route is that this is going to be quite enjoyable. There's quite a lot to do, obviously, like intercity wise, S-Bahn wise, and I quite like that. That's one thing I really like about the German routes is that there's so much variety in what you can run. So if you do want to run like stopper services like this, you can. If you want to do a bit of intercity stuff, you can as well. I quite like that the intercity services are about 40 minutes, so they're a bit shorter, which, to be fair, kind of suits my sort of way I play anyway, because, you know, I do try and do hour-long runs if I can, but normally I'll hop in and do maybe a 30 to 40 minute service. So the fact that we've got a bit of a smaller route, I think is quite nice. I do quite like what's being offered here. Right, let's get slowed down for Schifferstadt, which is our final station. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed looking at this route. It's seemingly quite a good bit of fun. Obviously, it's got quite a bit of stuff included. I know that a few people are a bit annoyed at the price because it's full route price, but obviously we've got no new rolling stock, but that is just going to be a thing with future routes. Obviously we're going to get to a point where there won't be any new stock to sort of offer, and I don't know whether there'll be anything to offer for this route. So they've included 4 pieces of rolling stock, so if you don't own any German stuff, this is quite a good starter route because it's quite, you know, it's shorter than the other routes. It offers a lot more like locos from the outset, so if you want to build up your collection, or if you want a German route just to get into the German routes, and which offers loads of trains, this is the right one for you. Anyway, we've timed that perfectly because now we're stopping at Schifferstadt. That's how you pronounce that. There we go. Lovely stuff. We overshot that a little bit by 70 meters, but that's fine. I assumed to go to the end of the platform because I wasn't really paying attention. But anyway, this is Schifferstadt, and that was the first look at the Ludwigsbahn. I quite enjoyed that. So now that we've arrived here at Schifferstadt, I'm going to jump into the Kaiserslautern end of the route and quickly show you around there and have a little look how busy it is there, what sort of AI and stuff is there, and then we're going to call it a day. And here we go, we've jumped into the other side of the line here at Kaiserslautern. Let's have a little look at this station. This looks quite nice. Very similar to Mannheim. So it does seem a little bit quieter at this end of the line. Obviously there was a bit more ICE stuff at the other side of the route, but I would imagine throughout the day you would probably see some bits and bobs going on here. But it's a relatively busy line. We've seen quite a few 425s. We've seen a bit of ICE movements as well, so it's a fairly busy line, and obviously as you play it more you'll probably see more and more stuff. But yeah, it looks like a nice little station here, to be fair. The modelling looks really good on this route, and it runs quite well for a 40 something mile route. Like, I think it's about 60 something kilometers, which equates to about 42 miles. It runs quite well, so yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, this service that I've jumped into here would do the full line, so you'd start here at Kaiserslautern, you go over the twisty turny section, which we will look at in a live stream soon. There's a station called Frankenstein somewhere, which is obviously, you know, sounds similar to the monster. There it is, Frankenstein, which I think is one of the sort of like key landmarks along the route. But yeah, looks a good bit of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing it more as the days go on. So yeah, that was my first look at the Ludwigsbahn. I quite enjoyed that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this route and whether you're going to pick it up. It looks a good bit of fun, and obviously if you don't own any German stock, then this could be a good starter route for you, I think, to be honest. So yeah, with all that said and done, thank you all very much for watching this video. I've been Richie, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye bye.